we go, the start back in position, we're all ready to go. We're just the remaining 8 heats of this CPL Homefire 1988 British Final. First on the agenda, heat 13. Riding in red, it's Neil Collins. Riding in blue, Richard Knight. In white, it's Kelvin Tatum. And in yellow and black, it's Andy Smith. The lineup for heat 13. Now, whilst we wait for the riders to come out, a quick request for Mrs. Christine.
Riding in blue, very much in contention on the 7-point mark. One of the shock merchant this afternoon, Richard Knight. In white, on the 8-point mark, joint meeting leader, the reigning champion, Kelvin Tatum. And in yellow and black, it is Andy Smith battling away with 5 points, just on the fringe of either going through or just going out. So he too pretty desperate for points. Barry Briggs has been having words with Kelvin Tatum in the pits during the interval, and Kelvin himself is very, very disappointing at dropping that point to Simon Cross in race number 11. And Smith, Collins looking down, he's now ready for action. They're all 4 ready. There's a green light on from Graham Brodie away, and Tatum has made the best of it. Knight gets the corner first. Tatum trying to work a line round the outside, goes wide, leads a gap, and Knight gets through it, and Tatum cuts back from inside. Knight shows them to Tatum. It's Smith working around the outside of Collins, and Knight leads him into the Coventry corner for the first time. Knight being pushed away by Tatum. It's Smith and Collins battling it out 40-odd points back. As Knight leads into that pit corner, goes wide. Tatum trying to squeeze through on the inside. Knight will leave him nothing, and Knight still shows them from Tatum. Smith in close attendance. Collins losing contact at the back as they make their way into that Coventry corner once again. Still the Kings in water holes. Kelvin Tatum at bay, and he can't really afford to drop a ball here then. Knight still shows them from Tatum. Knight goes wide. Tatum up the line, throw on the inside, can't find a way past the moment, and Knight slowly but surely is pulling away from Tatum as they hit that Coventry corner then for the 3rd time. These two along with Cliff Smith, with Collins at the back as they come to the start of the last lap, and Tatum is running on a work to get to Knight now. Knight rides big track. Tatum doesn't really know where to go to get to him, and Tatum's not going to get to Knight. Knight's pulling away, and really Richard Knight has been the apple cart merchant here this afternoon. He's going to inflict the defeat on Kelvin Tatum. Richard Knight wins it. Second, Kelvin Tatum. The 3rd spot, Andy Smith, and that really now leaves Tatum with a lot to do. The Kings and fans are delighted about that, and once again all the neutrals in the crowd, this time cheering for Richard Knight as Kelvin Tatum drops an unexpected point there, and then that leaves a chance for Simon Winnick if he can win race number 16 to go up.
Comes Neil Collins there in red, then it's Andy Smith, and then Kelvin Tatum. On the home straight, let's see a big cheer for him. Richard Knight from Kings Lynn, popping the valuable 3 points in the bag on his tally for British final status. There he goes, Richard Knight. What a good win for him.
Heat 14, Marvin Cox rides in red. Chris Morton, the win here, would move him also on to the 10-point mark. He is in blue. Steve Schofield in white. Andrew Silver, desperate for points on the 4-point mark, is in yellow and black. So a mixture of the young and the old do battle in race 14. But I'll say a win here for Chris Morton would give him 10. Tatum's already got 10. Knight has got 10. So it really is boiling up for those top places in this 88 British final.
Well, it's a bit early yet, Peter, but I would think that somewhere along the line it's going to be between Richard Knight, Marvin Cox, Simon Cross, Kelvin and Wiggy. But one bad ride, as we've seen earlier on in British finals, can spoil it all. So I think we're going to have to wait till 19 to sort it out.
I think you're probably right. Your eyes set with your England team manager cap on, looking at maybe Richard Knight for selection.
Well, we've got Kingsland, the next big one coming up in the Sunbright final, and I think that's the team we're looking for, for today's competitors.
Okay, we'll look for that. Certainly, Richard, sparkling the eyes of Barry Cook here. We'll look at Heat 14. Marvin Cox from Oxford, he's the man to watch in red. Let's look for him now. We'll look for Chris Morton, the campaigner, over 100 caps riding for his country. And the Bellevue star, of course, Chris in blue. There he is, just standing back on the tapes a little bit. Steve Schofield from National League Competitors Pool in white. Not having a good afternoon as Steve. Suffered with machine troubles in his last outing. And Andrew Silver in yellow and black, just coming up from the outside position, gate 4. Andrew, of course, suffered being knocked off while he's coming off his bike in his last ride. Andrew digging himself in, so from the inside looking out, Marvin Cox, Chris Morton, Steve Schofield, Andrew Silver as your rider, the Homefire British Championship, Heat 14.
Morton gate 2, Schofield gate 3, Andrew Silver again finding himself with the number 4 gate, and the last time he was out there he was unceremoniously dumped in the fence on 2 occasions. The dramatic heat number 9. So Cox, Morton, Schofield and Silver, green lights on, being held, and Silver makes a good game for the outside. The first one buttons away through, Silver finding himself at the back, and in fact Schofield goes round the edge, everybody goes to last to first. Silver just back inside Cox, and it's Schofield who shows to Morton, Silver in third and Cox at the back of the race, into the Coventry corner then for the first time. Sensation here as the National League corner later into the pits corner once again. Schofield then for Morton, Silver in third, Cox at the back, Silver looking the line through on the inside of Morton, as still Schofield holds him all at play as he leads into that Coventry corner then for the second time. Rise mid-track, Morton looking the line round the outside, but Schofield holds the play to hit the pits corner once again. Morton tried to dive through on the inside, but Schofield too quick round the outside. Morton in second, Silver in third, Cox at the back, and Cox after winning his opening ride might be struggling with poise there as Morton rolls inside Schofield, but Schofield back past him again. Trevor in the sack here for the little rider of Morton. He holds back everything and Morton and throw at him. Rise mid-track, Morton goes for the outside, cuts it back for the inside, back to the outside, and he's on. Schofield there's a race into the Coventry corner. Morton on the outside, Schofield on the inside. Who's going to straighten up first? Morton straightens up first, Schofield comes later. Morton's got it. Chris Morton wins it. Second seed Schofield. Third spot for Marvin Cox, and trouble for Silver at the back, and that might be the end of his World Championship trail. He was sensationally eliminated at Poole in the qualifying round. Got a second bite of the cherry when Alan Graham was injured, but now with a bike being carried off the track for Andrew Silver, that could be the end of his World Championship dreams. A win.
Great little bit of overtaking on the top turn. The Bellevue fans salute him, and he comes into the pits. And there he is, Chris Morton, the campaigner for Bellevue. Andrew Silver getting a little time from Steve Schofield here. That's a little bit of our best players all on their own.
Morton. And Chris is winning time 65.3, 65.3, a fine ride there. Second in white was Steve Schofield. And third in red, Marvin Cox. Chris Morton the winner, winning time at 65.3. Last request for them. And we've got the 14-15 on 2 minutes. That's John Davis, Simon Frost, Andy Golden and Neil Evans, Luigi Prospect on 2 minutes.
Yes, he it is, and John Davis in the startling leathers. We always thought Sean Wilson wore around outlandish leathers, but really John Davis pips into it in this one. There he is, watch for him in red. Simon Cross from Craigie in blue, and Andy Galvin from the National League in white, and Neil Evans certainly showing a good pace around the Brandon track this afternoon. The same sort of pace that carried him to being the British champion in '86. As you line up, Homefire British final, heat 15, with only a few to go. Into the last five as we go for most of the competitors. So it's Davis on gate 1 on the inside, Simon Cross in blue on gate 2.